Good morning. It's August 22nd, which is a Tuesday, and I'm in Kenmore, Washington, in my brother's backyard. My older brother Nate, and they return tomorrow. Actually, Thursday morning, or late Thursday morning. So we've really enjoyed being in their home, and it's just been, the comforts of a home are just lovely, and then also just to have downtime that we've had. Jack and I have really enjoyed just a lot of relaxing, which has been great. And I've been doing a lot of writing. I think I've got a book that's coming through, which is great. It's a book that I've been wanting to write a long time about how to use countertransference effectively as a clinician, which is probably a lot of technical lingo, but that's not what I'm getting on here to talk about today. But I've been productive in certain ways, doing a lot of inner work around what's coming up for me. And what's coming up for me is that I'm having a real resistance around the circumstances that are presenting right now, which is that I have nowhere to live. Um, Let me correct that. I have a place to live with my brother for the time being. And the reason this is scary is that I was counting on, my plan was to live in our trailer. That's why I bought it. We traveled up here in it. We were going to live in it for as long as we needed, as long as it was working for us. And um, while while Jack was in school and while I was working, the plan was to live in the trailer. And what I've found is that up here and around the Seattle area where we are wanting to live, trailer parks don't accept trailers that are older than 10 years old. And mine is well over 10 years old. It's in fine shape, but it's just, that's like it's an insurance thing. So I have a trailer that I can't use, which is forcing me into this place of vulnerability where I have to ask, I had to let my brother know, like, I have no place to go when you come home. And that scares me. My plan didn't work, and now I don't have a plan, and I need your help. And the reason that is hard to do for me, and I imagine a lot of you too, I hear you guys talk about this in my therapy office, um, is that I don't want to ever be a person who has to depend on the kindness of others um, to be okay, to like just live. I have spent a lot of time over the past 10 years developing my independence and moving from a place of codependency and overdependence on others to a place of independence. Um, and I think maybe, what I think is that one of the things I've become aware of over the past year or two is that I think I swung a little too far, um, which is okay. I mean, that's a learning process, the pendulum from codependence to independence. There's a place in the middle that I think I knew I needed to find, but didn't know how to, and that my heart knew that this trip would provide for me. And it's been uncomfortable. I think I think I've talked about how I often feel like a little toddler walking around with like her panties around her ankles, just like, help, like I don't know how to pull up my panties. Just helpless. And letting people just nurture me and take care of me has been one of the most uncomfortable processes, but also like one of the most healing things for me, because I have been systematically, unintentionally, um, putting up obstacles between me and others so that I don't ever need them. Um, and while there's a benefit to being independent and self supportive and containing, and capable and competent, there's also a loneliness in that, and there's an imbalance in that. I need to let others help me. That is part of community, and I long for community. So I sent my brother and my sister-in-law a text the other day just saying, we didn't talk about the plan once you came back from Hawaii, and here's the thing, I need your help, and I have no place to live, and I don't know what I'm going to do, um, which was scary to send. And I had all these, voices and fears that were saying, oh, they're just going to be so irritated with you. You're going to be a burden. They're going to be like, what has she fucking done? Like, how did she what have we gotten ourselves into? Um, and, instead, I got a text saying that they love me and that, you know, I have a place to stay and I don't need to worry about that. That their home is my home. So I don't know what this is. I don't know what's in store. Come Thursday, I'm both so excited about this opportunity to perhaps learn how to be in a relationship differently, period, and then also with my brother, and let them care for me in a way that I would never have let them do if I had my choice in this matter. If I had my choice in this, I would find a way to get through this on my own. But maybe this is, maybe this is life's way of softening me and teaching me how to let others care for me and support me in ways that make me wildly uncomfortable but are necessary to relationship, which is what I long for. So I don't know what's in store. I'm trying to stay flexible and not need to control it and let myself be present with whatever it is that's coming forward, with how uncomfortable this feels and how exciting it feels and how scary it feels. I have no choice but to just trust the process. So that's what I'm doing. What a wild adventure. I mean, on the flip side of this, I go for morning walks every morning. I just take photos of all the things I see. There are plants here that I have never seen. They're just so pretty and weird, pretty. It's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful, and we're so grateful to be here. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Thanks for listening.